And we are wrestling with New Japan Pro Wrestling's Declaration of Power. It's Monday, October 10th. Um, and there's a couple big matches, but Coleco, how is New Japan going to respond since this is the first show since the passing of Antonio Inoki?
Honestly, Japan, if WWE does it right with their passings, I think New Japan would probably be a close second.
Yeah.
But this is more like a country representative type of deal. So I think it's going to be all about Inoki.
Here's the thing. I don't think the WWE put up a graphic for him at all.
No, they did.
No,
It was during the
They-
show. It wasn't at
Uh,
the top of the show.
I
Yeah.
mean, did they make his reign as WWF champion official?
No, they did not.
Well, then fuck it. I mean, let us also not forget that Inoki has been made honorary New Japan chairman.
That's impressive. That's cool honor to
I,
give the
in
promo.
I mean, it's
Oh, because of TV. I'm going to plug it somewhere else, though.
but I mean,
Well,
the,
built in the 60s. Yeah, that's why I'm
I think the bigger question is
I got it.
is Kushida
No, it's not
contagious?
You can't put it in that one.
What is that?
Yeah,
There is not one.
Kushida has hand, foot, and mouth disease.
I'm sure.
That's right. I heard about that.
Yes.
He's still scheduled to be on the show.
He's not cleared. He has been removed.
Kushida?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not clear.
Okay, I didn't see that, but yeah.
God damn.
Well, let's get through some of the matches that are coming up. The
Not
first
Carlson.
the first match on the card is a six-man tag match of Dookie, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and El Desperado versus David Finlay, Robbie Eagles, and the first time returning to Japan from his excursion, Ren Narita. Kaliko, is this really the best place to put Ren Narita in his first match back in the company?
Considering the shit that's happening above, it kind of it's the shuffle, you know. I mean, think about it. It wasn't like,
Dookie, right?
well, Dookie's Dookie, but anywho's, um, but for Narita anyway, because I mean, Homecoming, they're just honestly, if this is the first match, then it's a good first match. It's a good starter, you know, to get the people into the he's home and the feel goods. So why wouldn't it be? I don't think it's a bad placement for the match.
Okay. Well, what I'm getting at is, when Roppongi 3K came back, they won the championships their first night. Even Grandmaster Wato got, a warm homecoming and a singles match against Dookie. And it just seems like they're kind of glossing over Ren Narita at this point.
Um, I could make the argument that Naito didn't get the greatest homecoming,
Hmm,
and look how it turned out for him.
true. Alright.
So it's just a builder, you know, because at this point, they might as well change it from New Japan Pro Wrestling to New Okada Pro Wrestling, but that's a whole nother argument for another day.
Alright. kind of skipping over some, just provisional matches, warm-up matches, whatever you want to call them. Kushida versus Taichi Ishimori is not going to happen. So, who will Ishimori wrestle? Is it just going to be moved to a tag team match, or are they going to try and entice the fans with a nice replacement? Scooter?
I mean, what is? There's a weight limit for the junior heavyweight championship, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's also 220 pounds.
So who's at 220 that can...
Uh, who are the other members of Aussie Empire besides Will Ospreay?
All the match prior to that is TJP and Francisco Akira.
Oh God. Maybe they. Well, I mean, this was going to be a non-title match to begin with.
Yes.
So maybe Fale?
They are stablemates.
Which would probably make it even more interesting. Watch Ibushi show up.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, since he's not doing anything in America right now, the cleaner.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
And I would and if he shows up, I would expect him to actually be doing an Inoki cosplay.
That would not surprise me as well.
I mean, maybe. Watch Red and Narita come back for a second match.
Oh, okay. You might be onto something there. But what say you, Kaliko?
I really want Takahashi. Liger's not doing shit. He's retired, but I could one night only. Or Red Shoes. Red Shoes is Liger. Liger is Red Shoes. So it doesn't even matter.
God. God. Yu Amura.
I would love to see him squash Yoshihashi, just so he could take 2 L's in one night. Honestly. But they'll let us know, though. Yes. Hopefully.
Speaking of that match, the fourth match on the card is the Great Khan and Jeff Cobb versus Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi.
Fuck Yoshihashi, and he needs to go, and I hope he loses. There you go. No need to even ask.
He will be replaced by Hoshiashi.
Hoshiashi.
Alright. The seventh match, 60-minute time limit, provisional, the KOPW 2022 provisional match. The stipulation is who's your daddy match? Shingo Takagi versus El Phantasmo. Who wins, Scooter?
Well, I'd say Maury Povich if they brought him in for this. I mean, yeah, Takagi's gonna win, but Uh, no one's gonna say what. No one's gonna say you are my daddy. In fact, I expect the loser to say, "All right, I'll say it. I am your daddy."
Well, they obviously, and obviously there's a language barrier there. So how do we know? Well, obviously, how will they know if Tasmo says, "You're my daddy"?
Well, that's where they have
Translators.
closed captioners like me.
They don't have closed captioning on New Japan, unfortunately.
Oh, there is something called live captioning
They do not have
where
that as well.
James, you're
Make him say it in English. Who
no,
knows?
they you are my daddy, or anata wa watashi no papa desu,
There you go.
or
あなたは私のパパです。
Alright.
as in another wash of the balls. So it's fitting that it's Takagi. I mean, a wash your balls match.
I feel like that's something. What's the name of the company?
OnlyFans.
There you go. Kaliko, who wins the match?
It ain't Takage ain't yelling. He doesn't look like the type of motherfucker to be like, "You're my daddy." So yeah.
You are my daddy, and what do you do?
So Takage.
Alright. In another I'm Your Daddy match, the eighth match on the show, Kazuchika Okada versus Jonah.
All right, James. Don't lose your voice now.
Who wins, Kaliko?
Okada, it's his world at this point, man.
So Okada's world, we're just living in it.
It pretty much.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like that dude runs that shit. If there were ever the foundation, I could make the argument he's probably the greatest New Japan wrestler in the last 15 years.
Not wrong about that. Not at all. Scooter, is he wrong about that? Who wins?
Well, I mean, they really put the mighty don't kneel on the wrong people this time around. I mean, when's the last time Tony even saw his knees? No, sorry, I had to get that out. Um, clearly, if you think Okada is losing, you're clearly smoking crack, and I wish you would hook me up with some of it.
Well, the thing of this is, Jonah beat Okada in the G1. Any other day of the week, Jonah would be getting a title match. A, fights to challenge Okada for the contract that he
The
won.
contract, right?
Yeah, Okada said he's not doing that this year.
Well, honestly, I think Jonah's time in New Japan is coming to an end.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But what I'm trying to say is, if there's nothing on the line and it's just Okada versus Jonah, and let's say Okada wins at Wrestle Kingdom, then he has a built-in challenger right away in Jonah. And oh well, Jonah has 2 wins over Okada at this point. It's instead of a one-on-one, one-to-one level match. And it's a reason to keep Jonah around and happy so he doesn't go back to WWE.
Who says he's going to WWE?
True.
That's the pipeline. He was somebody who Triple H favored.
My thing is this: he's not leaving New Japan with 2 wins over Okada.
Well, why not? It'll give him great reason to come back later. Imagine the mystique you could build up in Japan by being that guy. Sorry, James.
How dare you?
The man Okada couldn't beat.
Twice.
Ooh. I don't see it happening. If that didn't happen with Night, did Naito beat him twice?
Has anybody beaten Okada twice in a row?
That's my point. Like, do you see the point that I'm making?
I think the last person was his father.
Like, think about that. Like, when was the last time he lost twice in a row to somebody? Because I can make the argument he does have a tendency in his character to wrestle to the level of someone and can get got. That's not up for debate. But to get got twice in a row, it's a bitch.
But do you see New Japan saying, okay, we'll give you this winner over Okada when he wins the championship at Wrestle Kingdom, you're first in line. Stick around, don't go over there. Sign a new
Then
contract.
why wouldn't they just give him the briefcase if that's the fucking point?
But there is no briefcase this time around. It's, he's just it's Okada revenge match is essentially what it is.
Yeah, but my point is, why go through all that to give him the title shot, the first crack at the title, when you could just hold off on this match and when he wins the title, have him come out and challenge. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But
Because even when Okada wins the belt, let's say whoever wins the belt, they always have that first challenger that comes out. So what's to stop them from holding that off until New Year's?
true, but we are getting. But the thing of it is, doing it now is, well, he beat him once, and like we were just talking, who was the last guy to beat Okada twice in a row? It built up that mystique of, can Okada actually beat this guy?
But do
And
you really think they're gonna give that mystique? And sorry to interrupt. To Jonah, they didn't give that to Naito. They didn't give that to Okada. They didn't give that to Osprey. They didn't give that to Jay White. They didn't. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way it's going to Jonah.
alright, well, we shall see. We shall see. So for that simple fact, I'm going with Jonah to win this match.
Jesus Christ! There you go. There you go. Why fuck Jonah?
In the main event, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, Tamatonga versus Jay White. I don't think it's gonna be any surprise if Jay White wins this match, but a little bit of history. It's been 31 years since two Gaishins have main evented Rokidodo Sumo Hall. So
I mean, if he's a Pacific Islander, is he still considered a gaijin?
yeah, they're both considered Gaishins.
Gaijins, because they're not of native land.
Nope.
Well, that depends on what native land you're talking about.
Native Japanese land.
Well, think of it this way. Kenta is Japanese, but he's considered a Gaijin just simply because he comes from Noah.
Yeah, that's the. That's fucked up. He's from there. He's like, I went here, bitch. Yo, shit.
But his book
If
is doing
anybody,
very well. Alright, I don't even know why I'm asking this. Scudo, who wins the match?
The concession stands. The traffic. No, Jay White clearly. I mean, but I feel we're overlooking something really important.
Like?
I mean, we're really gonna overlook a guy named Bad Dude Tito.
Big teeth.
Big T.
Yeah.
Big T. Hey, I like big teats, and I cannot lie.
New Japan does too.
I mean, Bad Dude Tito, Bad Luck Fall. I mean, that writes itself. I mean, come on.
It does.
Yeah, but Jay White clearly. I mean, unless it's let's totally fuck shit up day. In which case, in which case, you know what? I'll tell you what. If Jonah wins, Tonga is going to be the first Pacific Islander IWGP champion in history. So there.
All right. Kaliko.
If there were ever a time to pull that trigger, it would be now. But I mean, considering that it's Jay, he's relatively new with the belt. And, yeah.
See, there's one thing here that I think may have factored into this, and that's how much Tony Khan wants to remind everybody that Kenny Omega is still there. So, do they temporarily put the belt on Tama Tonga and get Jay White off to AEW on a more permanent role?
No.
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 I could see it, but the only reason I would say Tonga has the chance, and it's an outsider's chance, because think about it, this is literally the thing he's been waiting on his whole time there since they kicked him out the Bullet Club, right? This is the one shot. If there was ever one shot, this is it.
And he did get his comeuppance against Jay White in the G1 as well.
No, I'm talking about to get the ultimate revenge, beating him, getting the title, so on and so forth, right? And honestly, if they're not going to put God together, this would be his chance to show he could be that singles guy, even though he's shown it by being in the G1 for the most part. So that's the only reason, but I would say it's like 80-20 Jay White.
Right. And my thoughts on the matter is Jay White did not get on a plane, fly all the way to Japan, quarantine for 2 weeks, okay, and drive to the venue just to lose to Tama Tonga. So Tama Tonga is practically from the same state as Jay White, but he got a better deal on his flight.
I know, right?
Now,
Oh
again,
God.
I'm wondering if Omega and the Bucks are going to be are being allowed to do something with New Japan since their suspension. Maybe this is the oh god, and now I'm seeing it. Maybe this is the official ejection of Jay White from the Bullet Club.
No.
But wouldn't Jay White be? Jay White's the leader, so why the hell would they kick him out?
Kenny would take it back.
But they didn't. The people that are on the side of Jay White are the ones that kicked Kenny Omega out to begin with.
And Tama. And
See, but this is why I would say they join back up with Tama.
Mm. But Tama's been doing really well as a face right now. The people really have gotten behind him.
maybe because I mean I could see it, but I'm trying to think it, but I don't.
You shall see. Right.
Yeah, I don't see it, but I would think Tama would win it just off merit alone, more so than shenanigans, if he were to win it.
Yeah. Alright. I believe that will conclude our coverage of New Japan Declaration of Power. Um, if Thank you for listening, and if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, vote on YouTube and Castbox. Um, Join us this Tuesday and Wednesday as we interview Kat Von Vries and Billy Clifton. Um, and follow the show at Wrestling with Eva on Twitter and Instagram for news on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Um, and actually, support our sponsoree, Becca, as she is going for the CCW Championship against Killing King and another girl as well.
And
Um,
of course, if she wins, we're all getting replicas of those belts.
yes, absolutely. So support our sponsoree for the Capital Championship Wrestling event, Misery, on the 15th. Um, and of course, support our sponsors as well, Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. And you can follow me personally at JamesJ993. Where can we find Kaliko?
Oof, I am Kaliko. I'm back outside now. I got so much stuff to upload. Oh God,
And of
do
course,
those
oh,
things, the stories, them tangs, but we'll get to that later.
where can we find Scooter?
Of course, you can find me in my stand-up residency once again at Camp Lejeune. Free water for everybody that shows up. You might not want to drink it though. And of course, follow me on Twitter at ScooterDust. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, James, me, and Ryan Dust hosting the remix on YouTube, a premium audio companion experience for all your authentic commentary needs for WWE premium live events. And in just about a little more than 48 hours, uh, witness my journey into Dungeons and Dragons begin, along with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons clan. Twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons. And yes, I will roll for a perception check.
Right. Until a couple hours when you hear us for the remix. For Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, and James Shane, this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Did I
Yeah,
say
that was
fuck
what he
CM
meant.
Punk before?
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.
Hey guys, this is Brutal Bob Evans from Hangs with Bob Seminars and TheWrestleLife.com, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.